Hello, Living Beast here. One of the things I get asked a lot is how do I shave fox fur with scissors, since I posted a couple of videos where I shaved some small markings and people were asking how do they do that and can you actually shave with scissors in a proper way. So usually I use pet clippers for most of the fursuit, but for things such as cleanup and hand paws, I like to shave with scissors. Now, if you are able to afford a clipper, I would still recommend that over using scissors, as when you do this a lot, you can end up straining this part of your arm, so please take breaks in between doing this. So here I got like a small swatch with some markings. Before doing this, I will recommend practicing it on a piece that you're not going to use, because this takes a bit of practice. So what you do is you brush the fur back so it stays up. It's a bit tricky to do it on this one for some reason. Okay, the fur direction goes that way. Okay. Brush it so it stands up. So you brush the fur so it stands up, and be sure to cut with the fur direction. So not this way, not horizontally, but vertically. If you do it like this, it can easily get choppy, so it's best to do it with the fur direction. So you start trimming roughly how long you want it. I like to start small and work my way up. Just occasionally brush the fox fur off. And be sure to use sharp scissors for this, so preferably new ones or ones that haven't been used as much. Well, the reason I still prefer clippers over this is because it goes faster, but for smaller pieces this is fun. So since this is going to take some time, I'm just gonna speed up the process a bit and come back to you once in a while to show you how it goes. Have a shaved piece. Granted, this took a while, so just keep that in mind if you ever want to try this. It's a time-consuming technique, but it's a decent one if you want to shave fur, but you're on a budget. So I'm just going back over and see if I need to clean up some parts. Here, for example, not a little inconsistent. Brush it back. I did mess up on some small parts of this, but it's not too noticeable. Apparently you also mess up when you use actual pet clippers. I've done that before a lot of times. You wonder why I didn't shave this part, is because I'm going to cook off anyways, because it's the non-usable part of the fabric. Granted, you will probably need to go over this with a brush and not my hands. I just forgot to bring my brush. But there we go. It's very nice. Pretty clean shaven piece. I don't know if you can see it that well in the light. It's pretty smooth. Looks pretty smooth as well. Be sure to have a vacuum cleaner on hand. Because this fur will get everywhere, just like fur making in general. I hope this was a good first tutorial. If you're wondering about anything else, leave a comment and I will try my best to answer. Alternatively, if you want other tutorials, I could probably do some small ones, so please feel free to comment if you want tutorials on another subject.